Project Veritas drops the nuke on CNN, releasing hundreds of hours of undercover leaked audio. Uh, as of now, the audio just hit the web, so people haven't gone through all of it yet. The big one that James O'Keefe of Project Veritas himself got out to the public as the big appetizer, I suppose, to this entire meal, is proof that CNN is intentionally using outdated polls to manipulate the public perception of events and popularity of different politicians and ideas. I know most of my videos have a retention rate that will lose people by now, so if you just wanted the headline, go on Project Veritas, watch the video, go start digging through the hundreds of hours of audio. I'm sure we'll find more stuff. If you want an explanation of exactly how they're manipulating the polls, keep on watching. Basically, what they're doing is when they have 7 days of polling data, I'm using 7 as an example, it could be any number of periods, when they have a period of polling data, and they realize that the end of the entire polling data, let's use the 7 days for an example, does not fit their intended agenda, what they end up doing is they'll use, for example, let's say days 1, 2, and 3, the data works better for their polls. And it makes it look better towards their opinion. You know, it makes Donald Trump look like he's losing. They will only use the data from the first 3 days and not the entirety of their collection period. So basically, they are picking and choosing which data they present to you to try to make you think different things about popularity and public perception of events. So, any poll CNN has done, and by the way, these videos go back 3 years, anything they've done for the last 3 years at least, and we have to assume they've been doing it since before then, isn't a question. This explains why the polls were always so shit. And not just that, apparently they don't use other polls if they don't agree with what they're trying to push. That was the thing that went down in the video. We always knew it. I mean, let me put it this way. I didn't think Donald Trump was going to win the election. But I always said that if he wins, it proves that you cannot trust polls. And I believed then that the polls were wrong. After he won, I said, well, clearly the polls were wrong. How could they have been this wrong? I don't buy the hidden Trump voter. I don't buy that. I don't buy that 1 second. But now we understand how they're going about manipulating the data. It's not just, well, let's just make up bullshit numbers. And I'm sure, every other media outlet does. I'm sure MSNBC does. I'm sure Fox does it if they are trying to get conservative views out there. It just goes to show you how easy it is to manipulate data. They're not really lying. They're only showing you the data of their collection period that works best for them. They're not showing you the full thing. They're only showing you part of the facts, and that's the issue. So, you can't trust the data from these people anymore. You gotta do your own research. Which sucks, because I know the average human being does not have the ability to do these kind of polls, but I'm sure as all this begins to fall out, because James O'Keefe is now starting to target other media outlets, we will learn who we can and can't trust in terms of polling. But for now, I wouldn't trust any of the mainstream. I wouldn't trust polls anymore. Although I will say, CNN said that they don't like Rasmussen, so maybe Rasmussen is actually pretty good polls. Other things in the video, the Project Veritas video that came out that aren't as big of a deal anymore. Yeah, well, we all kind of knew that. CNN is not as politically correct behind the scenes as they try to push, on camera. We're not shocked by that. They don't like conservatives. Is anyone shocked by that? It was more just, oh, well, it's nice to finally have, concrete proof of their bias. It's certainly interesting times, and I think once people go through the rest of the hundreds of hours of audio, I think we'll find more and more bombshells, because James O'Keefe said himself he couldn't have gone through all of this. He's not a big enough team. I have a feeling he'll expand after this, though, because if this hits mainstream media, this could be the end of CNN, which takes out Wire and a bunch of other publications with them. So, it should be interesting. I would keep eyes on the internet. And one thing that I'm just saying in this video, for my own laugh. The thing that got me banned from Facebook was posting a Project Veritas video. So I wonder if I know Project Veritas is hosted on YouTube, but I wonder what commenting about Project Veritas is like on YouTube. We shall see. Sorry for this long rant. From now on, I'm going to try to keep my videos about under a minute because I've noticed that's where my retention rate is, and I guess people are more interested in getting the news than my opinion. You know, what's the saying? Opinions are like assholes. You know, everyone has one, and most of them stink. So I'm just going to spit out the news now, not my opinion. Anyway, if any more Project Veritas stuff comes out, I will absolutely keep you all posted. Thank you all for watching, and if you have free time, go dig through the hundreds of hours of Project Veritas audio. And thank you to Miss X, the currently unidentified CNN leaker. God bless you. God protect you. Because, you probably have a target on your back right now. I hope you're being protected, miss. I hope you are in, witness protection services. God bless you. God watch over you. Take care, everyone.